Hats off to Kennesaw. And they started this game off fast. Um, they caught us not with our cleats in the ground, but they got some explosives. It's hard to spot a team 21 points, but we did. I thought our guys, once they settled down, man, we battled back. Um, we had our opportunities tonight. I thought we had great balance. Man, between run and pass, it was good to see DJ Taylor, man, step in early in relief of Jaquel and get us started. And then Jaquel came back, and man, what you saw, man, was that again we were able to mix in run, pass, keep the pass rush off a little bit. Like to extend some drives. Guys made some plays, but when you look at this game, um, 3 scoring opportunities. Okay, don't get points in the red zone just right before half, which is tough. Then we go down and we're on the 9 and sort of wind up with a sack, with an exchange issue out of the gun, and then just us not being able to capitalize. We had our fair share of chances. So they say sometimes the football lords favor the lucky. Tonight, man, we didn't have enough luck on our side. Thought our guys played hard. Just we have to capitalize when opportunities come our way. With that, I'll open it up.
And Coach, you talk about, you mentioned it pretty much every week, wanting to play a full fourth-quarter game. Kind of just from taking a step back, what has to happen for you guys to be able to do that?
Well, look, never about man, blame, but the things that we saw. Like those 21 points came off the same plays that we saw in practice. Okay, man, you try to give your team tempo, but what really happens in the midst of it is that you got to get your cleats in the ground, man. And you saw a couple of times cleats weren't in the ground, losing leverage, guys not being in position, okay, to where man you can eliminate some of this stuff because it was all erasable. So with that being said, we got to get back to work. The idea is, man, we've got 11 days. Okay, so we'll take a couple of days off, man. We'll get back to fundamentals, and all we got to do is put together in a ball game where we play against one opponent, not two.
Coach, you had, offense put up almost 100 more, if not more, at the end of the game, more yards than Kennesaw State's offense.
Yeah.
Offensive coordinator Bodie Reeder, it appeared to us, had moved to the sideline tonight. Was that the first week of that, and kind of what led to that decision?
Asked Bodie to come down. I like Bodie's energy. I thought it was on point. It's infectious. As a play caller, man, he does a really good job. And like sometimes, like it really depends on what your team needs, right? I think he's got energy, okay, and the passion to be able to talk to the positions that's needed. Plus, he can talk to his quarterback face to face. So, like to me, I thought it all led to a little more juice, a little more opportunity for us to get some things started, and we had some good conversations too about some things that we need to get done. So, it's sometimes the speed of trust is easier when you can get that guy once you figure it out on the field. So, I definitely expect us to keep moving forward with the momentum that we've created based on this ball game.
And you keep expecting him to be, I guess, on the sideline as well going forward?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yep.
And you mentioned it a little bit earlier, but Jaquel had a great night tonight.
Mhm.
Most yards he's had in a game this season. Just talk about his performance tonight and what he brought up to the table.
Yeah, I thought early, miscue, right? He had a fumble, right? And that's not Jaquel, right? But here's what I can tell you, man. That dude can play every down. He can play first through fourth, right? Like that's what he does. He provides great balance. Like as a runner, he's great in protection. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. And you know what? I think when you get all the weapons around him, the balance of what he can do becomes like apparent. And tonight, like we had a couple guys dinged up, but when you can get Tip going, when you can get like some of these guys going. Remember you saw Cam Lacey, get hot tonight. Like the reality is the weapons are there. We just got to make sure, man, that we can put the ball in the end zone because that's the name of the game. It's not field goals, it's touchdowns.
Looking at DJ Taylor, Coach, you'd mentioned it in
Yep.
your opening statement. Can you
Yep.
talk about the confidence that you have in him to throw him out in the conference opener?
Yeah, man, a lot of confidence. He got hurt in camp, and it's been a while. Like just getting him back. He's played sparingly in games, but tonight saw the opportunity. Wanted to see him with the ball in his hand. He ran behind his pads. He ran physical. He had yards after contact, and DJ Taylor's going to be a really good running back for the Blue Raiders.
And then looking at Cameron Taylor, at times with this receiver room, it's been a lot of a steady diet of Najee Cox. Last couple of weeks, we've seen some other guys step up, like Morion Walker last week, and then some more this week, and then Cameron. Can you talk about just how diverse the receiver room has gotten?
And it's always been diverse, right? It's now starting to get competitive because guys are starting to look at other guys and their numbers are starting to rise. So here's what happens, right? You know, you either rise or fall with the idea of your production. That's what I say. Okay, like there's more opportunities like to get balls, but you got to be a productive dude to get balls. Okay, if you're not productive, okay, you're probably not gonna get it. But I think what we're doing is spreading the ball around, and that allows us to be able to stay on the attack. Tonight, we were able to stay on the attack once we got rhythm going, and I thought just the idea of just being able to methodically, okay, get after that group and get them tired and get into some of our own tempo was part of the recipe. So we just got to take who we are, understand that, and just keep going.
And then looking at the tight ends and the running backs getting involved, can you just kind of talk about what Jaquel and Tipton were able to do tonight?
They did what they're supposed to do, right? There's going to be opportunities. If you want to double Najee, which they did tonight, they doubled Najee. You saw a lot of cloud coverage going to him. Well, then that means, you know, some one-on-ones are out there. And fortunately for us tonight, man, those guys got some touches, and, you know, it went their way. But make no mistake about this, fellas. When we go back and look at this game, we're going to be sick to our stomach. Okay, we lose change, missed opportunities, ball in hand, opportunities for us to go get it, and we didn't get it done. That's on the Blue Raiders, so we'll make sure, man, we get back and we get it right. Told that group in the locker room, you know, don't hang your head. Okay, man, we got a lot of ball to play, and let me tell you something, man, it's still in front of us, so let's go.
Jaquel had a season high in rushing yards tonight. What was just clicking for you, whether it be the offensive front or just the holes that you were able to take?
I think it was the fumble that did it. Kind of got me hot a little bit, so I had to get going. I knew I had to get going after the fumble, but I like to have short-term memory loss. So once that happened, I had to forget about it, move on to the next play.
Can you talk about your involvement in the passing game tonight? You've been getting really involved the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, I like to give Nick a stress relief. If he need me out the backfield, I hope he throw it. But it's just like if nobody open, throw it to me. He know that I'm gonna get the first down or make something happen.
Freshman running back DJ Taylor stepping in for you guys tonight, kind of towards the middle of the game. Can you talk about what he's been able to provide?
Yeah, DJ was great. When I seen him on the first run, I'm like, he gonna be special. He gonna be a special player. I hope he keep going, build on this. Is it? Appreciate y'all.
Parker, defense seemed to adjust to kind of the up-tempo stuff that Kennesaw was throwing at you all game in the second quarter. How did you guys kind of just adjust to that throughout the game?
Yeah, man, they jumped on us quick, and like Coach said, we just can't let that happen. We knew there was a tempo team. It's got to slow it down in the second half, and the 3 quarters they only had 3 points. So we know we adapted to it. We knew what they were doing, and we just can't give up 21 points.
Coach talks about you guys playing 4 full quarters of football. Haven't been able to kind of put that together so far. So what has to happen for you guys to be able to put together a complete game?
Yeah, man, we just got to continue to go to work. I mean, it's plain and simple. Play sound football. Like I said, the first quarter, played 3 quarters. Got to play 4, man. That's what football requires. You got to play 4. So let's continue to go to work and practice at it.
Parker, something clicked kind of halfway through the second quarter, and y'all took that into the second half, kind of quieting down their offense. What changed for you guys?
Yeah, I think it's the mentality, man. We just understood that, we, as a defense, we got used to the tempo. We settled down. We got our cleats in the ground, started playing football. But, yeah, we settled into the tempo, really. Appreciate you, fellas.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Parker.